Hello, and so glad to have you join us on the Value Chain TV News Update. I am Kabir Lawal with the news. And on the Value Chain TV News Update, contrary to reports making rounds that members of the Senate and House of Representatives may have already shut down the two chambers of the National Assembly to enable members process their visas and beat the August 1st deadline for the nationwide protest, the House of Representatives is planning to hold an emergency plenary few hours to the date of the planned nationwide protest. This was confirmed in an internal memo signed by the clerk to the House, Dr. Yahaya Danzaria, forwarded to lawmakers and made available to newsmen. Meanwhile, Value Chain TV sought the views of some Nigerians over the earlier speculations that the lawmakers are running out of the country to avoid being caught up in the nationwide protests.
I don't think it's an ideal thing for some people to just travel out of the country. I mean, we've been enjoying it, we've been suffering it together. So since the protest is, the news is making around that there's going to be protests, so we should all sit and see if it's what we can dialogue or what we can face together and do together. So some people should not just leave the country while some people will be here to face it. I think this whole thing would have been avoided because if the government had listened to the people, we already know what to do. So if they dialogue with people or make their demands like all they see to their demands, I think this whole thing would have been avoided, because when protest starts like this, it may be hijacked and a lot of people will even things will happen that we don't even expect. So I think it's better they listen now that we still have the time than maybe try to force things on us, or we the masses doing things or taking laws into our hands at the later on. So that's what I think. I think dialogue, or they should just sit to let's dialogue.
It's just that it's the nature of the country that we are, because they know that what that is on ground is more heavier than what they can bear or carry. So it's just for us now to start having it in the back of our mind that these people knows what they are doing. If they don't know what they are doing, they are supposed to stay back and settle the problem on ground. Now they are running away from their house to a place where somebody have taken their time, sacrifice to make it proper for them. So if only they are wise, they are supposed to fix their country so that others can learn from them and also come down here to enjoy. But they are not leaving us to go and enjoy some other person that have taken their times to put in order. So it's very bad of them. They are not worthy to be a leader, if so to say, because a father cannot run from the house. If there's a problem, the father has to stay back and fix the problem than running away and leaving the family with the problem. So they are not good to go. They are not our leaders. If they are our leaders, they are supposed to iron this issue and make it amicable.
The Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) has ordered telecommunications operators to immediately restore all phone lines blocked due to non-linkage of the national identification numbers to SIM cards. Recall that many Nigerians were thrown into agitation over what they perceived as a restriction by the NCC as part of attempt to frustrate the planned protest scheduled to start Thursday. A statement released by NCC stated that many telecom subscribers were unable to access their phone lines because of the inability of many telecom consumers to verify their NINs with their SIMs. Meanwhile, in an earlier development, telecommunication companies have denied allegations of plans to frustrate the end governor's protest scheduled to start from Thursday, 1st of August across the country. The operators said the social and economic contract they signed to provide services at all times will not allow them to do so. The denial followed an allegation by a prominent lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria's SAN, Mr. Ebun Olu Adegborua, that telecommunication companies, telcos, in the country are trying to frustrate the planned protest. Some Nigerians earlier spoke to Value Chain TV in the reaction to the allegations.
Actually, they're not being fair. It's very wrong. No, there should be a time limit, like enough time for people to be able to, to fix themselves, because it affects a lot of people. People are losing their SIM now, and it's very bad. It has happened before, you understand? So that's the pattern of Nigeria. Once they try to implement law, they don't give enough space for the citizens to take their time, So it's not about the protesting. So because we've experienced this as in twice now, something like that, you get.
Most of the customers, they block their line now. You don't know if they have any, let me say, any information that they need to get from maybe a friend or a family members. All of a sudden, their line they just block their line like that without any notice, nothing. It's not really fair. At least they should just give a notice of, as in anything like this can happen, they should be aware in case of emergency or so. So it's not good. It's not good. Please. It's not good. They should think about it.
Many of the nation's petrol depots are reported to be currently dry, leading to scarcity of petrol in Lagos, Ogun, parts of Abuja, Niger, and some other states across the country. According to reports, black marketers have taken advantage of the situation, selling as high as 1,300 naira per litre and 1,500 naira per litre in parts of Lagos and Ogun states. Long queues started building up at fuel stations in Abuja and Lagos on Friday and have persisted. On Saturday, while reacting to the long queue and scarcity in some parts of the country, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) said the tightness in fuel supply and distribution was caused by hitch in discharge operation of a couple of vessels. Former Managing Director of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC), Umaru Ibrahim, has said that supporting the Dangote refinery is crucial to resolving the problem of fuel scarcity. Ibrahim said this at the 2024 Mid-Year Enterprise Risk Management Conference organized by the Association of the Enterprise Risk Management Professional in Lagos. He called on regulators to exercise caution to prevent risks to the public. He noted that fuel queues had reappeared in Lagos, a development he described as not a good sign. The Nigerian Airspace Management Agency (NAMA) has announced plans to increase the unit rate minimum charge for en route air navigation services from 2,000 naira to 18,000 naira. Managing Director of NAMA, Umar Farouk, disclosed this at the League of Airports and Aviation Correspondents Seminar in Lagos. Farouk said the unit rate minimum charge for terminal navigation charge (TCN) domestic will also be raised from 6,000 naira to 54,000 naira per flight. He said the agency also plans to increase the extension of service hours to airlines from 50,000 naira to 450,000 naira, representing an old 800% increase per extension to enable agency to recover the cost of diesel and other logistics during the extension period, adding that the new charges will take effect from September this year. And with that, we come to the end of Value Chain TV News Update. I am Kabir Lawal. Thanks for watching.